Today, we start with one of the clearest roadmaps to spiritual freedom, Adi Sankara's Tattva Bodha, or knowledge of the truth. If you feel like all your searching still leaves a quiet hunger inside, this teaching speaks directly to that. Written more than 1,000 years ago, it cuts through confusion and points you towards your true nature as the self. In this short session, you will hear precise guidance that brings your attention inward. No mystical fog, no spiritual distraction, just clean pointers that expose what changes and what never changes. If you are sincere about inner freedom, this text can sharpen attention and show you how to rest as pure awareness. Take a breath, settle in, and listen closely. If this resonates, like the video, subscribe, and share your reflections in the comments. Welcome, I'm Richard Clarke. I'm starting reviewing and commenting on Adi Sankara's Tattva Bodha, or knowledge of the truth. Today, I'll introduce the text. Tattva Bodha is a short but powerful text attributed to Adi Sankara, the 8th century teacher who consolidated Advaita Vedanta. Shankara's writings cut to the heart of non-dual truth, pointing you towards direct recognition of the self. Out of his many works, Tattva Bodha stands out as an introductory text that presents the core teachings in a simple, structured way. It answers the basic questions that every sincere seeker eventually asks. What am I? What is real? What is liberation? How do I reach it? Instead of offering philosophy for speculation, it lays out a practical ladder for self-recognition. This text was written for serious students who already feel the limits of a material life. It was intended for you if you've reached the point where more possessions, more stimulation, or more distraction no longer satisfy you. Shankara did not write for casual curiosity. He wrote it for someone ready to question the habit of identifying with the body, the mind, and experiences. Behind the formality of Sanskrit lies a simple message. You are the pure awareness that witnesses every change, untouched by anything that happens in the mind or world. Tattva Bodha begins by making you examine your qualifications. This may feel uncomfortable, but it's important. Without discrimination, dispassion, inner steadiness, and a real desire for liberation, you'll simply argue with the teaching or treat it as philosophy. Shankara insists on these qualities because they make your mind quiet and attentive enough to recognize what the self is right now. As you progress, the text defines the individual, the universe, bondage, and freedom with clarity. It shows how ignorance creates confusion, how identification with the body creates fear, and how your attention can shift to knowing your unchanging nature. This is not meant to be memorized for academic reasons. It is meant to be experienced inside your own awareness and experienced directly. The verses point you back to the unchanging witness again and again. In spiritual practice, Tattva Bodha is used as a mirror. You read a verse, then turn your attention inward and check, where do I stand? What do I still cling to? What false identity am I feeding? When approached this way, the text stops being an idea and becomes a map of your inner landscape. If you return to it honestly, it will keep cutting away what is not the self until recognition comes and self-knowledge builds. Here's an inquiry to get started. What inside me is watching every thought, feeling, and sensation without changing? That brings us to the end of today's introduction to Tattva Bodha. If you stayed with this, you already know that these teachings are not about collecting more concepts. They point you back to the awareness that is already free. Let this settle. Watch how your attention moves through the day and notice what is unchanging in the middle of it all. If you return to that again and again, the search quiets and clarity grows on its own. If this helped you see something, even a little, I would love to hear your experience. Your reflections might support someone else who's just entering this path. So take a moment and share a comment below. And if you want more content like this, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you do not miss future teachings. Thank you for spending this time here. Be steady, be sincere, and rest as the self. Namaste.